Let me tell you a story. I remember those days when I was deciding about whether should I actually use DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro. Like that was even like 1 week ago or so. And I was debating, oh, how about actually switch to DaVinci Resolve, because currently I'm actually using Premiere Pro and that's my main like software that I am using right now, and it's the best software actually for me at least. And I was debating how about actually create a new workflow and revolutionize video editing space in DaVinci Resolve community and everything, stuff like that. And I downloaded once again DaVinci Resolve like for 10th time or something like that. And yeah, I just fell into the trap again and it didn't go well. I downloaded a few plugins or something like that, and well, it was great, but if we compare to Premiere Pro, I already had like a perfect workflow by sticking to the software and learning and mastering it. I already reached $1,000. I'm not bragging, but I'm just saying the truth. And when I switched to DaVinci Resolve, like I tested it, and don't get me wrong, like I even did the project on it, but there's something not that good in it. Like for example, compared to Premiere Pro, the customization is not that great, it's really limited and so on. And this video is not about I'm comparing DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro, or even you're using CapCut, or maybe you're using After Effects to render and edit a whole video. And that is actually crazy. Shout out to my guy if you're actually editing the whole videos on After Effects, which is not a good idea, to be honest. This video is not about that, but this video is all about how to defeat the shiny object syndrome. Because as video editors, at least as me, I have this object syndrome, at least for DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro. And yeah, I wasted a lot of time deciding this thing, and I wasted a lot of money. Like I've been like debating this thing like for about multiple months or so, and yeah, I lost even maybe like thousands of dollars because of this mistake. And I'm just gonna help you to not do that same mistake that I already did. So first of all, I'm gonna teach you why do you have it and how to defeat it, like simple as that. So let's get to the video. So first of all, why do you actually have one? Because as human beings, we like to have like monkey see, monkey do thing. Because when we see something like really shiny, for example, if you have watched the Matrix movie, the woman in red dress is basically the same thing, because it just outstands from everything. For example, DaVinci Resolve, and you see how a lot of people are just rumbling about switching to DaVinci Resolve. Oh, DaVinci Resolve is the best and everything, is the future and everything. But don't get me wrong, it kinda is, but let's see how it goes actually. And after watching those YouTube videos on a lot of like popular editors and filmmaking gurus and everything, switching to DaVinci Resolve because of the crashes and everything. Don't get me wrong, they are actually annoying as fuck, but oh well. The software is getting even worse every year, like the Premiere Pro. Like don't get me wrong, it actually is getting even worse every year, every update. And yeah, that's kind of embarrassing, but although whole editing community, the whole space is moving towards DaVinci Resolve and everything, and I thought how about actually switch to the software and everything. But the problem and the issue is with this switching back and forth is that you don't stick to the one software and you don't master. Because for example, you spread energy to two things, right? You have energy, right? And you just spread focus. For example, one day I'm gonna edit for DaVinci Resolve, in DaVinci Resolve the project, and the next day you suddenly, oh no, maybe I'm just basically use Premiere Pro, and you just open Premiere Pro and you don't know how to be good at both softwares. Like that's the main point that I'm rambling about, and that's the main issue. You're just leading towards the most shiniest object syndrome. Oh, DaVinci Resolve! Oh, Premiere Pro released this update! But CapCut has this AI feature that Premiere Pro with DaVinci Resolve doesn't have and everything. That's the main point why I'm making this video, so you don't make this mistake. And why you have it is that you see a solution, a opportunity, but you don't see a problem in it. And the most important thing is to focus on the problem first and not the solution or the big ass task or something like that you think if I switch to DaVinci Resolve I will be maybe better. Just don't switch, bro. technical issues a little bit. So the problem is that, and as human beings, we like to have these opportunities and everything, oh, maybe this thing is good, better, maybe this thing is better, but the problem is that none of those are better because you don't stick to the one thing and you master, because you're gonna be shit at both things, at both softwares, and you're not gonna get good at any software. And software is just a tool. It really doesn't matter that you have the best software, you have the best AI features. For example, I know a lot of DaVinci Resolve AI features are actually really great. Like for example, Magic Mask, you just draw the thing and it's gonna be transparent, the background and everything, the noise grain reduction, and a lot of things that are really great actually, and I like it. But the thing is that you're just gonna switch back and forth and overthink, or maybe it's not even the software that you're debating about it, or maybe it's a different thing. Maybe should I make animations on After Effects? Just don't use both software, just stick to one. And I'm gonna teach you how to do it and how to defeat this object syndrome basically. And the first thing is to identify it, because you have to be aware of this problem first. You just have to identify and put it onto the paper, right? And for example, you're debating the DaVinci Resolve on the Premiere Pro dilemma, right? You're just questioning DaVinci Resolve and Premiere Pro decision, or which software to use. And basically you just spread things onto the paper, right? Or even on PC, just write which you prefer paper, because it's like no distraction and everything. Ramble about it, the thing, and what do you think about it? What are your emotions and everything? After that, just think about logically. Why are you even deciding the thing? What is the cause of this? Like the issue for me, it was I was deciding to switch to DaVinci Resolve once again, maybe to Premiere Pro, and once again after 1 month to the Premiere Pro, because I was seeing those YouTube videos, and the problem is that YouTube videos are not always correct, and they just tell you the most shiny, the most new, the most delicious information that isn't the, like for example, DaVinci Resolve 19 update, or maybe Premiere Pro 2025 version, just most shiniest and most summary that makes you to switch. Oh, maybe the software is going to be better than DaVinci Resolve or something like that. And yeah, just be aware of it and think, where's this thought comes from? What's the source of it? Like the social media is not the best source to make decisions based on it. Then the next thing is to just bullet point pros and cons that you have, and actually just ask yourself which software you actually use right now. If you don't know which software to use actually, and you're new to video editing space and everything, then I suggest you to actually bullet point all things that you want and think like DaVinci Resolve is better for this thing, yada yada yada, maybe like this or this, and I actually prefer this thing over this thing in Premiere Pro or something like that. And I don't even care about customizability, I don't care about price, or I do actually care about the payments or something like that, which like DaVinci Resolve is like $295 or something like that dollars, and Premiere Pro is like a monthly subscription and everything, which is kind of sad. But although after those bullet points, you just think like, which is better for me, which benefits or which cons of the software I can like manage, and it's okay if that's the case. Like for example, DaVinci Resolve is crashing or Premiere Pro is crashing sometimes, or yeah, just compare, and you will just lean towards one software than other software, because you will just have the gut feeling that you have. And for me, Premiere Pro is just better because I already have the workflow laid out, I have the plugins, I have the presets, I have like basically optimized workflow for Premiere Pro, and it kind of will work with in DaVinci Resolve, but it is tailored like perfectly, like bullet point by bullet point, word by word to Premiere Pro. After you decide, okay, I'm gonna switch to DaVinci Resolve no matter what, because this is the software that I want to use for this specific reason, and just stick to it. That's the most important thing. When you decide, just stick to it, because when you have this shiny object syndrome, you want to go back and forth, and it's not gonna lead you to better results. You just have to stick to one software. And just remember, when you water the grass, it's gonna be greener than the other grass that you have, for example, in DaVinci Resolve. It's not gonna be that green because you didn't water it. And what I mean by water is just using the software all the time. You're gonna get better at it, and you're not gonna regret that you, for example, use Premiere Pro or DaVinci Resolve. You're just gonna have to be good at it. Like, just remember, it's just a tool. And that is why my framework, how I defeat or at least minimize this shiny object syndrome as a video editor. And for example, maybe you're debating, should I buy these headphones or maybe big headphones or something like that? Then just think about long term, make a decision and execute it. Don't overthink, because that's also what I used to do a lot of times. I just overthink, oh, maybe should I buy this keyboard or maybe this headphones or something like that. And I'm not actually executing. Like, execution is the part of the process that makes like 50% of your success. Just execute, execute, execute. And after you execute it, you're just gonna know it's a either bad or good decision. That's how I defeat the shiny object syndrome, and stick to the one thing, and just stick to the one thing and you're gonna succeed. That's the most important thing in video editing, in business, in entrepreneurship, and in life in general. If you gain any knowledge or some new insights or something like that, then make sure to subscribe, because I'm gonna make more videos like these. And thank you for watching this video, and see you later. Peace.